This episode is brought to you by Obsession. Focus Features and Blumhouse invite you to the most shocking and unsettling big screen horror event of the season. Obsession. Everyone wishes for someone to love them, to choose them, to need them. But what happens when you get more than you wished for? On May 15th, experience director Curry Barker's nightmarish vision that has critics and audiences absolutely obsessed. It's twisted and sinister, brilliant and insane. You have been warned. Obsession is blood-soaked nightmare fuel. And with a Rotten Tomato score of 95% fresh, it's destined to become an instant horror classic. The best horror movie of the year is Obsession. Be careful who you wish for. Obsession, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent. Only in theaters May 15th, with special engagements in Dolby. Rotten Tomato rating as of March 30th, 2026.
Hello everyone! The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes, and just like all of our other episodes, it might contain major spoilers. You've officially been warned. If you'd like to hear the episode in full, just head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today to get hundreds of hours of exclusive Patreon content, all for just $15 or less. That's patreon.com/horrorqueers. Without further ado, here is your Patreon clip. Did you see all the Blumhouse marketing where it's like, Brendan Fraser is not in Lee Cronin's The Mummy? Because I guess people were getting confused.
I think that, and they were being a little bit cheeky with it, which I appreciate, but also nothing about this. Well, actually, no. I was going to say, this movie's not funny. This movie's got plenty of fun. Well, fun and funny to it.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a thing. I think that I'm more keen on this movie than you are, but I think this is going to be one of those instances where, like, all these complaints that you're voicing, I'm going to be like, yep.
It just doesn't affect your appreciation of it, right?
Well, not really. I'm waffling between a 3 and a 3.5 for this. I didn't love this movie, but and maybe it was because I was so primed after seeing the wave of negativity come out last week before I got to see it. So I was primed for something that was really just kind of a mess. And
yeah, you tend to tramp down on your expectations when that happens, and then you tend to come into these recordings a little bit more positive as a result.
Yeah, and here's the thing. This thing is a little flawed. I think it's totally inconsistent. It does feel like Evil Dead Rise The Redux, or like Lee Cronin, hey, I didn't get to put this in Evil Dead Rise because that was a shorter film, so let me cram all this into my 2+ hour Mummy movie.
Yes.
But I don't know. As a Friday night at the movies, I enjoyed myself watching this.
Okay, so I take it that means that you are going to remember it and you're recommending it?
Yeah, it's a slight recommend. I will remember it, if only for the toenail scene, which I know is getting a lot of recognition. Yeah, we'll go into it. But I recommend I remember. What about you?
Okay, I will remember this, I think, for reasons both good and bad. And it is a slight recommendation. To me, this is almost you don't need to run out and see it, because you could probably watch this at home and get as much enjoyment out of it as you would otherwise, but also because of that punishingly long runtime. My big issue with this is the Evil Dead-ness of it. And here's the thing. If I hadn't seen Evil Dead, I don't think I would have a problem with it. I would say, yeah, there's some story flaws, maybe some shallow characters and that kind of stuff. But I would probably be super gung-ho for the way that this is shot, some of these sequences, the gore, the combination of laughs and scares. All of that would be so good if I hadn't already seen him do it, and I would argue do it better.
I wouldn't even say do it better. I would just say do it the same.
Do it the same. But it's a problem, though, right? You're like, why are you just redoing the same fucking movie?
So I was trying to think about how to defend myself here, because we had a similar conversation not too long ago about Faces of Death, where I was kind of coming in like softer than you were, and I was like, like we've just seen this all before. There's nothing new, like blah blah blah. So why does that not work for me as well as this works for me? And arguably, this should work less for me because it's the same goddamn director. But I think it's just a personal preference thing where it's like I just preferred him redoing himself here than I preferred Goldhaber and Massey just kind of like, playing the hits in Faces of Death.
That's fair, because it's hard to deny how effective some of these sequences are, right? Like that is almost the thing that made me more mad, as I was like, dude, you have it in you. You're showing it to us twice now that you know how to craft a really indelible image. The use of sound design in this film is so fucking good. Dude. And it just made me more mad that he was kind of wasting his talent doing, as you said, Evil Dead Redux.
I'm so glad you pointed out the sound design, because I went to a different Draft House theater than what I normally go to, and they did the whole, it was like the back in the Dolby days when it was like the
yeah.
So I got one of those, and I guess the normal Draft House I go to doesn't have this exact same sound system. So I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. This movie sounded awesome.
Like, are my seats shaking from the sound vibration?
There were you jest, but like that's what was happening. Like my seat was vibrating from the sound in this movie. So I actually would say that, I mean, if you're on the fence, I would say go see this in the theater if it has a good sound system, because
there we go.
That was, I don't want to say a saving grace. It sounds like for me there was a movie to save, because there wasn't, but it really enhanced the experience for me.